Hey everybody, welcome here to Musicians Edition. I'm Evan on the guitar as always, and in this video we're going to look at how to quickly find the chords in any key you might be playing in. So this is a great hack to make you sound better than you actually are on guitar, and puts a little theory to the test here, but it's really not too much memorizing. You can print out pictures to help you out, but this is a really great hack to help you with improvising, with composing, to be able to pick up your guitar and just go ahead and play. So it's a really easy shape to get down here, so let's go ahead and look at it. So the way we're going to look at this is the first chord we play is the one that's going to determine the key that we're playing in, whether it's major or minor. Also usually determines the mood because the key is going to dictate that mood too. So you might pick up your guitar and like the sound of this major chord. That's A major on the 5th fret, and you might want to think, where can I go from there? Well, in this example for A major and any scale out there, there are 7 chords that work well together in any key. So in the case of A major, these are those 7 chords. But in any other spot on the guitar, there's always 7 chords that would work well together that fit in a key. So these are the 7 for A major. You have A major, B minor, C sharp major, D minor, E minor, F sharp, and G sharp major chords. Those are the 7 chords that make up the A major scale. But you don't really need to know all of that. The important thing is we can put them on the guitar in a little rectangle shape. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the 6 most common chords or notes in the A major scale in this example, or what applies to any other scale. You just start on a root note anywhere. It could be G on the 3rd fret, A on the 5th, B on the 7th, or moving up a string to the A string anywhere on there. And we can put this rectangle shape along with it, going every other note up for 1 to 2 to 3, then going up to the A string, that's our 4. Every other note we get 5 and 6. And that is how we can very quickly find the 6 most common chords or notes that would be played in this key. We just pick that first chord and go from there. So let's look at this a little bit closer so we can be able to use this. There were 7 chords I mentioned, so why am I only saying 6? The 7th is right next to the 1 here on the other side of it, but that one is the least common of all the chords, so we're not really going to pay too much attention to it. It is more commonly used in certain kinds of music, but the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the most common chords, so those are the 6 we're going to look at. So the only bit of memorizing that might take a bit is just the pattern of major versus minor chords for these 6 chords. Because in this case, A major was a major chord, so I have to make sure I'm playing it as a major chord to play it correctly to fit this. The next one, the 2, is always a minor chord. The 3 is always a minor chord. So that's 1, 2, 3, major, minor, minor chords. So again, major on the 1, minor on the 2, minor on the 3. For the 4, we're going to play major. 5, we play major. And 6, we play a minor. So that's the pattern. 4, 5, 6 is major, major, minor. And 1, 2, 3 is major, minor, minor. And again, that just takes some memorizing. Print out that picture, put it up. It is so helpful to have that there. And again, you copy paste this to any key, any root note, anywhere on your guitar. And the chord shapes I use to play is just the standard bar chords, major, minors. If you know your chord shapes, then they're the standard ones, but just in case you're not familiar, this is what they look like. On low E, you just play an E major or E minor shape, just with that bar chord shape moved around. So I just barred the 5th fret, which is where A is, and then I play that major chord shape that is shown there. That's how I play A major. And then that minor chord shape is the one I'm playing on the 2. Just barred right there, all on that 7th fret in this case where the 2 is. Slide that up to the 3rd, and that's how I can quickly play my 1, 2, and 3 chords. And for the chords on the A string, I'm going to be playing the A major shape because that's what is played down here. So for the 4, I play that barred A major, barring that 5th fret where the 4 is. For the 5, I played that barred A major again. And for the 6, I played that barred A minor. So there's the shape so you guys can see them. Again, for that 1, 2, 3 on the low E, they get those E shapes. For 4, 5, and 6 on the A string, they get those A shapes. And again, here's that picture again. It is major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. And that is all I'm doing here. I now have the 6 most common chords in a major scale that I can jump between, find what I like, and come up with a progression. So what if you like a chord that is on the A string and you want that to be your tonic? We can also work with that. So our 1 does not always have to be on low E. We can look at ones on the A string as well. So say I'm staking on that 5th fret and I want to play a major chord there. That would be D major on the 1 there on the 5th fret of the A string. So again, I can have 2 and 3 every other note above it on the 7th and 9th frets. So that's 1, 2, 3, and I can copy paste my rectangle box just up to the D string and play those chords, 4, 5, 6, like shown in the picture here. But I don't always like playing my chords with the D string because I lose out on these 2 bass notes. So we can also go down to the low E and find 4, 5, 6 there. 5 is right below the 1 in this case. So 1 was on the 5th fret. The 5 is also on the 5th fret right below it. So it's not going to be the perfect same rectangle shape. It's going to be shifted over a bit. So 4 is actually back on the 3rd fret. 5 and 6. You can see it in that picture there. Same pattern again for major, minor. So we have major on the 1, minor on the 2, minor on the 3, major on 4, major 5, minor 6. Same thing, just shifted with our new tonic center up on that A string. We can slide it anywhere around on this string and take this same shape and use it. So I might like D major as my starting point, or I might like E major as my starting point, or F, and I just shift this box over and I can get my progression in that scale. Now quickly moving over to minor chords, it is all the exact same thing that we're going to shift over, just a slightly different shape for major versus minor, but all the same concepts are going to apply. So let's say I'm starting with A minor chord. That is my tonic chord here. So instead of A major, are going to be A minor for the chord and the key. That root note chord, that first chord we play, is always the name of the key as well. So A minor is going to look like this. So our box gets moved over where the 3 and the 6 go back 1 closer to the 2 and 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6. For the minors and majors, they do change when you get to a minor scale because our first chord is now a minor. So that's going to be minor for the 1, minor for the 2, and major for the 3. And then for 4, 5, 6, we get minor, minor, major again. So both for the minor scale are minor, minor, major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is those same shapes that I'm using to play, of course, so the same regular minor and major shapes that are shown here to work my way across. Low E minor, low E minor, low E major, versus moving up to that A string for minor, minor, and major. And lastly, our last bit here, if that minor chord to start off is not on low E but is actually on the A string like we looked at, we're going to shift that box up. We can play A and D strings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we don't like that D string and we want those extra bass notes, we can go back down to low E and get our 5 there again, our 4 back here again, and our 6 is going to be right there this time. So you can see how that looks. And again, it is minor, minor, major for 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So that's how that looks. And summing up just with the final comparison, so this is what it looks like major versus minor chords. For that first chord we play, again, that 1, or the name of the key as well too, this is major versus minor, how the box looks. So we get that rectangle evenly spaced apart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the major. For the minor, that 3 and 6 is slid 1 over. And make sure you do pay attention to the patterns of major and minor chords to get those right, to make sure they are sounding nicely together. And again, if our root note is actually on the A string and not the E, this is what that looks like as well too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back a bit over, 5, and then 6. So you might be looking at this from all different viewpoints and experience levels. This is easiest if you already knew those bar chord shapes for sure and are just going to put together the patterns. But whatever, you have all the information here to improv, to start with that one chord and come up with your own progressions using those 6 most common chords in a scale that you now know work well together. So next thing to do is just really mess around, find a starting chord, pick a new spot in your guitar and have that be your root or your 1, and you mess around and find some chords using these patterns to find a progression that's going to work well with just 2 chords back and forth, a 4-chord pattern, or whatever it is. Again, pick anywhere and just find something you like. And that's all you do. You're just playing a game of boxes here, moving those shapes around, and you can come up with your own progression and your own song that way. So, hope that helps. Have fun playing, and we'll see you next time.